Today, let's watch our language, body language that is. How much do we consider the impact of, say, our posture, our handshakes, or even where we look as we're interacting with somebody, and how it affects our communication, especially in a business setting? More so than ever, a grasp on body language is an invaluable communication tool for anybody entering or already in the business realm. All parts of the body give off information. Body language experts suggest that we start with the limbic system and our consideration of the impact the signals we are sending have on our communication. The limbic system, in the nonverbal world, controls functions such as emotion and memory, which, as a result, acts to send the true information to our immediate environment. It's because of this reaction that our listeners are able to pick up on and register the slightest change in our eye movement, our posture, or any physical gestures that we are sending, and allows them to understand what we are truly trying to communicate to them. Today, I want to walk you through 3 situations where failure to control these body movements can impact the way your colleagues perceive your credibility, your character, and your status. By paying more attention to our body language, we can become more proficient at sending nonverbal messages that will increase the likelihood of positive trust, credibility, and confidence. Only unsuccessful business people fail to take the time to understand the importance of body language in all aspects of the business world. Kinesics, or the study of the communicative impact of gesture and body movement, help us understand the true feelings behind the verbal messages being sent to us. Nonverbal messages serve a variety of functions. They complement to reinforce, they contradict, they accent to emphasize, they repeat to reiterate, and they also regulate and substitute, all within the context of the verbal cues they coincide with. Now, with that foundation laid, let's get started. As I mentioned before, we'll be taking you through 3 scenes where gesture and body language heavily influence the message being sent in a workplace situation. In our first scene, our female interactant sends an insecure message despite her cheerful and smiling demeanor.
Hi, I'm John Coxon, president of Clube Industries. It's very pleased that you're able to meet with us on such short notice.
Hi, I'm Kayla Perkins, and it's our pleasure to work with such a prestigious company.
In this scene, we see Kayla's half grip at the fingertips, limp handshake, coupled with her tight grip of the file in her hand, holding across her chest, will virtually negate the confidence that she would be sending to John through her smile and confident posture. The handshake implies insecurity and a non-committal sense of not wanting to actually meet with John. Additionally, the tight grasp on the file is a nonverbal display by Kayla that is creating a barrier signifying to John insecurity. In the next scene, we will look at how gestures and body movement impact a more formal meeting before superior and subordinate.
Now, if you could please tell me why you are qualified to take the promotion from my partners and I.
Well, I'm very hardworking, I am very intelligent, I am very excited about my job, and I am very well super qualified based on my experience.
I'm sorry, but at this point, I truly believe that you are not the person for the job.
Again, we are able to clearly see the inconsistency between what Kayla is saying to John and how she's acting. Kayla thinks she is projecting enthusiasm and energy, but the nonverbal cue she is sending reads as impatient and nervous. Her overall type of behavior suggests that her affect display, primarily involving her rapid facial expressions and slouch posture, suggests to John that although she may be qualified, she looks like in a stressful interview type situation she is fleeting and looking for an immediate exit from a stressful situation. In the next scene, we will now illustrate that gesture and body language aren't gender specific and extend to more relaxed situations as well, such as in the break room.
Going to permit.
What his problem was.
Posture is one of the best predictors of immediacy. Postural behaviors represent an immediate attitude to communicate based on body orientation, symmetric positioning, and forward leaning of the body. Instead of communicating openness and willingness to communicate, Kayla was telling John by her crossed arms, backward lean, and scowl that she was closed off and unwilling to interact. Also, tight lips often signify to a potential interactant that you're unwilling to share verbally. Likely, she was enjoying her coffee in the break room and thinking independently, hence a furrowed brow. However, John showed us the reaction of someone who is instantaneously reacting to this type of closed-off posture. After examining these three situations, I feel as though it's important for me to leave you with three things to consider when you're examining any nonverbal situation. First, you must consider context. As context changes, so will nonverbal messages. For instance, the formality or informality of a situation, as well as the relationship between the interactants, will factor into context. The key is to judge whether the behaviors occurring are appropriate for the context. Second, we must pay attention to clusters. Somebody may cross their arms for any number of reasons. However, when that movement is coupled with a scowl, a head shake, or even an altered body posture, then we have the information to confirm or deny if the information being sent to us is correct or not. Lastly, we must consider congruence. For congruence, if a person truly believes what they are saying, then it will be corroborated with the alignment of their body language with the spoken word. For instance, if your boss tells you that you're being promoted and she's leaned back smiling, don't be so sure. Remember, mind your language, body language that is. Through use of great body language skills and an understanding of nonverbal behaviors related to gesture and body movement, we can achieve a high level of success in our professional careers. Thanks for watching. Bye.
It's got me seeing sideways. 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 It's got me seeing sideways.